loves. Hi Capricorn, Spiritual Barbie here. Welcome back. This is your September 2020 overview reading, forecast, whatever you want to call it. We really just flow here on this channel. I don't have my AC on and I don't have my fan on, but it may go on later on during the reading because I get really hot and I'm no good when I'm too hot. Okay, so I might get up and do stuff like that, but hopefully you guys kind of know how I am, and you just know I flow. From the moment I wake up to the moment I go to bed, I'm constantly communicating with spirit, constantly receiving information for the collective, and I've asked for it to be that way. Okay, but it can be a little bit of a struggle sometimes. All right, so Cappies. I had an interesting download with you guys this whole morning. It's the morning time right now. But I had an interesting download with you where I saw Capricorn really advancing through some difficult thought patterns, thought forms, beliefs. Capricorn, you're really determined to make something victorious, or to be victorious in some way, or to overcome something, to kind of move. I'm seeing you move out of a barrier, and you're really determined to do it for yourself. You want these good things, and you're ready, and you want to bring that in for yourself. Okay, your intentions this month, the intentions that you are setting for yourself, Capricorn, this month are amazing intentions. They're amazing intentions, and they are they're so positive, and they so much have to do with the love that you have for yourself. They really do. I see Capricorn really increasing in self-love. Funnily enough, before I even started this video, I was kind of doing a room cleanse with this incense, and really kind of tuning my energy into source and into my angels and into the divine, so that I could bring you a very clear, accurate, high vibrational message. But also I set intentions for me to also gain things through these readings, of understanding things about anything that I'm trying to learn about as well. So I'm setting that intention, and the whole time I just kept feeling Capricorn wanting these good things and having the best in mind for themselves, and that's always what it is, right? And it's so good that you're even taking steps towards it. But I feel as though, and what my divine guidance led me to believe, is that maybe you're pushing yourself a little too much, Capricorn. Maybe you're trying to rush things a little too much for your own comfort, or you're kind of, there's an easier way for this, essentially. Our guidance team, they really step in to help us to put us on the path that we want to be, to bring us answers whenever we ask questions for anything, or when we're troubled, when we're feeling low. They come and they bring us the answers to our questions. Ultimately, that's what this is readings are an answer to your question, or to whatever situation you feel is going on in your life and how to improve it. That's what these readings are for. And so the way that you can really improve the situation you're finding yourself in, Capricorn, in September 2020, or the way to the best advice that they can give you, is just don't rush. They just keep saying don't rush. All right, just chill. And why do you feel the need to rush? That's Calcite just came up, so it's honestly, why do you feel the need to rush or have so much on your schedule? What are you running from? But also, don't rush. Okay, I'm gonna take some of this Art of the Root oil. My attention was kind of drawn to it, and I haven't used it in a while. Okay, I haven't used it in a minute, but I'm feeling like I want to use this for you guys. You guys had a very lengthy preparation process, just like how your intro, this isn't an intro, by the way, this is the reading. Your intro seems to be so long, and it wasn't even and honestly, I'm realizing that wasn't an introduction process, that was the reading as well. It was just the reading that I needed to understand and what I needed to gather about you, Capricorn. So we're going to start off with the overall energy. If you're here right now, if you're watching it, I'm going to remind you, make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share this video with anyone that you feel like this would resonate with for any reason at all. Get this information out there. Don't be afraid or ashamed. Okay, so let's start off with the overall energy. Your overall advice. What do they want to tell you, Capricorn? Okay, if you allow for good things to come in, if you allow them, then certainly they can bring it to you. It's what you will allow. So you have Moldavite, unconventionality. Your unique qualities are an important part of your life purpose. It's okay to feel and be different from others. So Capricorn, just be who you are. This month overall energy is being who you are, wanting to be who you are, Capricorn, but also feeling strange. And it could be that strangeness that you feel as you're trying to be who you are and as you're trying to kind of break out of the shell. Because I see you really trying to break out of something really big, right? And you're kind of confronting those little demons, I guess we could call them, that have kept you in that place that you didn't want to be, or that had kept you in that place that you're trying to actually leave right now. By being who you are, you're having to confront those feelings of abandonment or those fear of abandonment or even those actual abandonments that you may have experienced, so you can gain healing and understanding, insight from the situation. And also, this is what's kind of required for you to have what you want. I feel like a lot of you guys have been praying for like a more balanced life, more financial support, more love in your life. Whatever you've been asking for, I feel as though whatever steps that you've been taking, which is the main thing, is being who you are and letting go of things that stop you from being who you are. That is the best thing that you are ever doing for yourself and the best thing that you're doing for yourself right now. But I also do see here that you may feel a little silly doing this. Like, that's just the most honest thing I could really say about it. You may feel a little silly this month doing that. But you need to understand that you're not conventional. You know what I mean? You're not like everybody else. And that's what's so amazing about you, and that's why God made you. So Capricorn, they do want me to talk more about Moldavite and what this energy actually speaks of and what it actually really means for you. So I think that whatever this is a very core thing. It's not to be taken lightly. It's not something that you want to brush off. It's not something that they're saying that there's a way that you normally deal with it whenever this comes up, that you need to not deal with it that way anymore. And you really need to be more open with yourself and kind of unmask yourself to yourself. But I think that there's a way that you handle this feeling, or you handle yourself, that kind of, maybe you push it down or you kind of make fun of yourself, whatever. You need to stop doing it that way. And whatever situation, circumstances, or events around Moldavite, which requires you to be who you are, whenever those situations arise, you really just need to know that anything that feels like it's holding you back, it's just because of maybe past bullying or, past events that you experienced that were unpleasant, that you didn't want to repeat again. And so it's kind of that you created a behavior to protect yourself. And so you need to understand that whatever behavior could be showing up that could be blocking you, it was a form of protection for you, but you don't need it anymore. Okay, be easier on yourself, Capricorn. You're very hard on yourself, and you have been very hard on yourself, and you're trying to stop being so hard on yourself. But you're kind of trying to stop being so hard on yourself by being harder on yourself, by being hard on yourself. It's kind of the Capricorn thing. Listen, Capricorn, we know you guys are Saturnian. Saturn is not an easy planet to deal with. I'm not necessarily Capricorn in my inner planets, but I have Saturn conjunct my ascendant. So I know that pressure that Capricorns feel on the daily. I feel you. I understand. You're not alone. You got so many sisters and brothers that are also Capricorns, that are also, that also deal with the same things that you deal with. And that also want to overcome the same things, or that also want to overcome just like you. So you're not alone. But I see here with the Hermit energy showing up, you're really looking into yourself. You're really soul searching, looking for answers. You're spending a great deal of time alone and away from others. I feel like you're really going to let this, sorry, my cup just hit my bowl, but I feel like you're really going to let this energy really do its thing. I don't see you fighting this hermit energy at all, so I really think that you're going to be actually taking the time out to go within, Capricorn, to look into those the things that you're uncertain about, like the things that you're very uncertain about, the things that you worry about that make you feel uneasy emotionally, you know, kind of like that grass is greener on the other side sort of thing. That's what you're looking into. Is the grass really greener on the other side? And for some reason, it's tied into Moldavite and unconventionality. Tied to embracing yourself. Some of you guys, you know, maybe never fully wanted to embrace yourself. And you always were looking outside of you. And for the longest time, you've been that way. And you didn't even realize that that wasn't who you really were. And in doing this searching, you're uncovering parts of yourself that were hidden. Okay? Now, naturally, you know, don't be so hard on yourself, okay? So that's the overall energy as we get into this month. I'm going to shift into love, and we're going to shift into seeing what's going on in love and romance. Bear in mind, you don't have to be coupled. What's going on with you guys? So we have the house, which is good. So feeling very stable and very grounded. Your love, you definitely focus on familial sort of love or familiar love. You're definitely focused on people that you have known your whole life. You're focused on the stable four. Notice how this is card number 4, King of Hearts or King of Cups energy. You're focused on energy that has big love around you. That's the energy that you're focused on, and that's the energy that is focused on you. Okay, so lots of comfort, peace, no massive changes in September, which, I mean, you should be really happy about, okay? There's no massive change happening here. Everything is fine. Everything is stable. The home is healthy. The home is happy. I'm seeing the time energy, so there may be something going on with timing, maybe where you're waiting for something. You're waiting for something to be delivered to you, or maybe some of you guys are waiting to be able to go somewhere. You know, quarantine comes to mind, so that could be it for some of you guys. You're wanting to go somewhere, but ultimately, I see this happiness and this peace and this comfort, okay? They're saying that there's a little more going on with this card. So I'm going to go ahead and like have a look and read because I want to get all the messages out to you guys. I don't want to miss anything, and I don't want to feel like I didn't say everything. So I'm going to have a read on number 4 because there's always little messages in the books. You should always read the books of the tarot cards that you get, you guys. Or this is Lenormand. Okay, I'm your family and your base, your ground and your home. I give you stability and comfort. I'm your living arrangement and environment. I am what surrounds you and your estate. The cards around me will give you signs on my present state or what the future will dictate. So this has to do with a sort of home situation, okay? For some reason, your love life, you know, it's not so much focused on what's going on outside. It's more so focused on your immediate family or living situations. Some of you guys are just focused on living situations for one reason or the other. Yeah. And also just people that you live around, people that you know for a long time, okay? I just saw the dog, which is another loyal character. So this feels like an energy of loyalty that you're putting your energy towards, Capricorn. Okay, so what do we have here? We have Strength reverse. I see right here. Patience running thin. Patience running pretty thin when it comes to a particular situation. Pray for strength. Okay, I feel like this is a situation that can be fixed. This is a situation that just requires a little bit of strength, okay? And we'll have a look at whatever the strength could be, because it feels like it's something you're not tapping into, Capricorn. You're kind of like giving up, or you're, you know, giving into fights, or you're losing faith. There's something happening here around a home situation that you can almost, it's okay, you know? It's a situation that it will work out just fine. You know, so you have the 9 of Swords. It feels like the situation will work out just fine, Capricorn. A home situation, okay? it's going to work out just fine. You're worrying about it. That's all I could really tell you about this. So whatever this could be that is going on, I mean, you've heard it right here with the cards. You're worrying about a situation that it's completely unnecessary to worry about this. Okay? And you also need to have the fears to look at, the strength to look at fears in love. Have the strength to have a look at them, to see them for just what they are, which are fears. Okay? Which is not reality. It's just fear. Okay, so I feel like there is something that is worth moving on from, and it is associated with this fear, which is a worry or a fear of something happening, a fear of something not coming to, for something you're fearing, and it's worth just moving on from that fear. Okay, moving on from that fear, because it's not something that you need to worry about. It's not something that will ever come to fruition. Now with the Fool here reversed, there's something that you're blocking, okay? And you're able to really accept and honor what it is I'm telling you right now, because you're more open and you're more able to see readily and available opportunities that are right in front of you more than you ever were before, Capricorn. And there is an amazing opportunity for love. Sorry, I'm so sorry, you guys, my throat. But there is an amazing opportunity for love here, you guys. And you're not taking it, okay? You're not leaping into it. There's a situation that you're not leaping into, okay? Hermit, Four of Swords. And it has to do with self-love and healing, okay? It is an opportunity that would require some alone time, okay? And you might not like it. You might not like it. And I don't know why you don't like it. Like, this feels like a really sticky situation, that you've got some sticky thoughts and some sticky beliefs that make it so gunky that even I don't want to go in here. You know, I'm not going to lie to you. I don't even want to sift into this. I'm not going to, it could trigger me in some way. Something is triggering you. It's really a bother, and I feel how nagging and annoying it is. And I feel you. I understand your pain. But you have to just have the strength to turn away from that situation. It is an ugly situation. Even if that was really what was going on, it is so ugly to be in that situation that even people who find themselves in situations like that don't even want to be in there. So imagine if you're really not even actually in that sort of situation, or you're kind of perceiving it that way, and I'm not saying you're imagining it in the sense that you don't know what you're talking about, but you know, you don't know for certain. And if you're imagining something that you don't know for certain and it's this awful, I mean, get out of there. It just feels like, this feels really gross. I mean, look, the devil is underlying. Oh, my cards are even sticky right now. Like, it just feels gross, whatever this is. I'm not gonna lie to you. And I'm not trying to cut you down. I'm sure most of you people who watch me now, you understand that I don't mean that at all. That's not my personality. That's not my character. But it just feels like something, I don't know what this could be. It's different for all of you guys. Okay, but it's something that you don't need to worry about. And it's just, please, you don't need to worry about this. The Emperor, number 4 again. So this could be a father, it could be a husband. Some of you guys could be worried about getting married or settling down with someone in particular, or just in general. This is a whole heap of stuff for different people, where there's a lot of earthly things that my darling Capricorns are really, really worried about, that are not anything that they need to worry about. I freaking need new tarot cards, I think, because these cards are kind of getting old and they're doing that sticky thing. I'm kind of starting to get grossed out by my tarot cards. So I think I need new tarot cards, you guys. But I feel like you don't need to worry about this. There's something happening in love that you're getting ahead of yourself. You're worrying about it. You can move on from those fears. Don't worry. Don't worry. You don't need to know, oh, well, is this about this particular situation with such and such? I love you so much. It doesn't matter. Okay? I can't tell you specifically. I know it has to do with stability and home, and possibly a masculine figure, or stepping into a masculine role for some. That it needs not to be worried about, and it just needs to be done. And what needs to be done is the reflective work on it, not the worrying about it. The reflection needs to be done. Oh, you guys, these cards are so gross. All right? So there is just some reflecting, some thinking, some taking a deeper look at things that need to happen, not a tossing out of the baby with the bathwater, or not a thinking of the worst possible situation. It's just looking within to heal. That's all that needs to happen. And that's one thing that you need to pray for strength for, or to be able to do, because it is a little bit of a challenge for you to do. It is. Okay. So what else do we have for love for our Capricorn collective? For September 2020, we have the Eight of Cups. So right here, there's a habit that you're walking away from, a way of doing things, a sort of bored feeling, or something that triggers that sort of bored feeling, or triggers that same old feeling, that feeling of dissatisfaction, and knowing you want more, and knowing you're worth more, and like when you kind of get in like a complicated situation, or a complicated mood, or a complicated state of mind regarding or surrounding a group of people, or regarding or surrounding a particular situation. And the answer to whatever it is that you're feeling, or whatever it is that you're struggling with, is really to just walk away from that thing in particular and just go towards your happiness. And in this case, whatever this wish fulfillment is, it is healing. Okay, so what you're actually ending up going towards is healing for feelings of defeat. Okay, you're really processing, and this is the work. This is really the main work that you really need to do. The work that we really need to do is letting go, and kind of letting situations play out, and not controlling. Yellow jasper is underlying a deck, right? So not having so much control issues when it comes to a particular situation. So you're walking towards healing. And this healing is around a situation that had you feeling defeated, or just a defeatist mentality. It probably mainly is a defeatist mentality that just called that situation into you to show you that you had a defeatist mentality, right? So that's what's going on. And don't worry, you are still going to have the things that you need. Like, you're not going to lose anything, except for things that you were holding on to that you didn't really need. And for a lot of you guys, it really is just emotions and thoughts. It really is just places or states of mind, right? I feel like a lot of you guys, you feel like you're letting go of things, but really you're letting go of beliefs and states of mind. Okay, that's really positive and amazing. It almost feels like just a great month. It feels like a lot of you guys are kind of flowing with the love outside of that whole strength situation, which you're thinking that you are having strength by doing what it is that you're doing, but you're not having strength. You're actually not having strength. You're actually doing the opposite of having strength by doing what it is that you are doing. But other than that, I wouldn't be surprised if the majority of your energy was focused on career. Because I think that's what you have control over. And I think you're really trying to take back control. So I wouldn't be surprised if career was like, had other things happening in it. There was just more manifestations because your energy's focused there. So what is the final energy we have here when it comes to love? And we have the High Priestess. So there could be something brewing, okay? So even if your love life seems kind of dull or stale, or like nothing's really happening currently in a relationship or in your love life in general, oh, you better believe in the next coming months there will be a lot of things happening. The Ten of Wands is almost reversed. So there's a burden that you're letting go of, okay? And this is a burden around feeling defeated. These burdens have been blocks towards things coming in, and that's why this is a month of release as opposed to a month of letting things go. So I just keep seeing the Devil here, and the Devil shows up next to the King of Pentacles reverse, and I do feel like there is a toxic pattern. Yes, there is a toxic pattern in a way of doing things when it comes to love that the universe, your spirit guides, are liberating you from, because you are allowing them to liberate you from this situation. They're liberating you from it, and it's just taking this time to do it. It just is taking this time, and you need to just flow. Just flow. It doesn't mean you need to try any harder. It doesn't mean you need to push anymore. You just need to flow. Okay, so I went ahead and grabbed an oracle card, okay, for love and romance for this month. And we have fluorite, natural beauty, and authenticity. Okay. Be yourself as God made you naturally attractive and lovable inside and out. So once again, we have another card showing up. Speaking of being who you are, right? So all this is helping you shed that weight that stops you from being who you are because you're carrying burdens. You're just shedding, and I don't know what to say to make you feel better. And maybe I need to not try to say things to make you feel better. Maybe that's codependency in me, right? Wanting people to feel better. But this is ultimately what is happening. And you clicked on this reading to know what's coming or what's happening in September, and this is what's happening in September. You're getting ready to be ready, okay? Or you're shedding burdens that stop you from being authentically who you are, okay? Because that's what you asked for. So enjoy it. You can enjoy this time. This can be a very enjoyable time in your love life. You can enjoy every moment of every day, okay? And the way, how could we make it enjoyable? Because I feel like some of you guys are not, you can make it this so enjoyable, okay? And how can we make it enjoyable, right? We have the Ace of Wands. We'll create with it, right? Take the energy from it and do something with it. You know, push it into your career or something. You know, if you, I don't know, if you're having trouble and I don't know what you do for a living. I mean, sometimes the things that you gather in your love life, it helps your career. I certainly started doing this because of things that were happening in my emotional life. As a child, I started learning about this stuff. And it's in my career now, you know, and it was because of things happening in love. So you could actually use this energy to enhance you, to motivate you to do something different. Okay, whatever it is it's inspiring in you, you can have fun with this energy. It doesn't have to be like, oh, September sucks. September doesn't suck. September still looks good, but it just feels like you're just gaining strength, and things are happening behind the scenes. Okay, all right. So without further ado, let's go ahead and shift into career, okay, and finances. And we have the Horse King, assistance and control. So right here, I'm being led to this Horse King energy. This is very Emperor energy. It's very Emperor, like the horse being near it, and the way the horse is kind of bowing to this person. It's almost like this energy yields to this person's will. So this is a powerful energy that some of you guys are embodying. Some of you guys are attracting this energy into your life to assist you in your career, but I think a lot of you guys are embodying this Horse King energy, which is also knowing when to ask for help as well, because you know, some of you guys may just need a little bit of help with a situation, or you need to kind of listen to your spirit guides or listen to your intuition. There's some energy that's trying to help you because you are a magnet for powerful people and for powerful things, but it's also because you're powerful, right? Like attracts like, in a way. So like does attract like, okay? Like attracts like. So you are this powerful person, you are this powerful energy, but once again, Seven of Swords showing up again in a third segment. In the third segment of all three segments, the Seven of Swords is showing up every single time. So there is a hidden element. There's a masking that is going on. There is a masking of yourself that you're realizing that maybe you're doing, or there's a hidden, you know, background dialogue within yourself that holds yourself back. Whatever this is, there's assistance coming, or assistance around you to help free you from that. And it's coming from an Emperor character, right? And it's an Emperor that some of you guys are very push away from you, and this person has wisdom to give you, and they can also assist you in whatever it is that you're trying to create. And the High Priestess is showing up here. She's really saying that this person really can assist you. They really can, okay? But I think that you have some gripes with such and such. Some of you guys just accept assistance from, there's a character. You know, if some of you guys feel lost, there is a character around you, or that will be coming into your life, that is very stable, strong, certain. Could be older, could be man or woman. Honestly, be open to it. But there is and you cannot deny the energy of this person, and it may rub you the wrong way. It may, or they may have been somebody who has rubbed you the wrong way in some way, shape, or form. But they can help you, and they want to help you, and the universe has sent wisdom with them. Okay? Like, I don't know how to best explain that to you. So you gotta kind of trust this person. There is assistance here for you, though. Okay? And also being assertive and knowing when you're being too controlling or when you need to kind of have a little bit more control. Nine of Pentacles reversed. So, yes, we have our comfort zone. Yes, it's important to break out of our comfort zone sometimes. But when it comes up reversed, it's also not seeing your value and not recognizing that you're fine with or without something. Okay? Okay, so let's have a look at what's coming in. What is September 2020 looking like when it comes to career and finances for our Capricorn? Sweethearts, Page of Swords. Knowledge, you're learning something. You're definitely learning something when it comes to your career. You're studying something new, or you're beginning something new. You're talking about something new. There's something new when it comes to information that you're acquiring and you're also explaining and dishing out. And with the Hangman coming up reversed, there is a heavy amount of resistance that you have towards this energy, or that you will have, okay? The Star coming up here, it's really speaking of the resistance that you have towards whatever this is. I don't know why this is funny to me, but it feels like it's something that you kind of know what I'm talking about. Or when it does come up, you'll kind of be like, oh, that, yeah, I am resisting that. That is very true. And it is kind of what you need. And I feel like, I can feel you being like, what? But it's true. So there is a lot of resistance here. Possibly because of what someone is saying. The information someone is giving you. It could even be this Horse King you do not like. Because they don't have a nice way of saying things sometimes. I don't know, I feel like I'm hitting the nail on the head with someone knows someone who's like this. Anyways, there is communication here and learning. So let's focus more back in onto this information. I just wanted to kind of give us information about this Hangman energy to show you how you're resisting your own abundance, and is it resisting your own growth sometimes. I like when they do this because, in the future, as things go on and as time moves forward, you can kind of see it and you can pinpoint it more and more, and you allow more things in when you're aware that, when you don't smile at people, when they smile at you back, it's kind of rude, and it closes doors. And then when you realize that you're doing it, then you can continue to have doors open all the time. So I like when they bring that up. But there's something around this information, and what is it around? It's around the Page of Swords. So it's around worrying. Nine of Swords. It's around worrying, okay? It could even be me. It could even be what I'm saying. I know I come up as a Page of Swords, right? And funnily enough is when I pulled this card, I started thinking about information being told to someone, and I also started thinking about a Capricorn in my life, that I come up as this energy to her sometimes, but I wasn't thinking that this was me. I was thinking that that was someone else. So it could even just be guidance and information that you're receiving from other people, right? Some of you guys could just be this video, something about the information that you're receiving. It rubs you the wrong way, but it's information that you need. It's information that you need. It's even just information telling you that you're worrying a lot. That could just be it. And maybe that's all you need to take from this. And you just stop worrying less, and then you can heal more. And then this aids and assists you in your career because it allows you to start learning something different, either about yourself or about something that you're interested in, right? So there is some sort of new energy here, or energy of communication and information being shared. I mean, all this energy that's coming around this Page of Swords is swords. Right? So it's about Nine of Swords and the Four of Swords. So it's information about how to make you feel better, okay? Or how to make something flow better, how to heal a particular situation. You could have data issues. Some of you, I'm hearing Aquarian. So if you have Aquarius somewhere in your chart, or your business is Aquarian-like, some of you guys could have some technical issues going on in your work. If you have like an online thing going on or something with your devices at work, it could be just as 3D as that, where there's trouble with your internet connection or your internet devices, and simply relaxing about the situation energetically. Your anxiety about work could be what's triggering just imbalances with your electrical system, right? That if you just calmed down, maybe algorithms would work better for you. Maybe, people would click on your link more if you were. I know it sounds ridiculous. And I'm not trying to have you grasping for straws in air and in nothingness. But, I just want you to maybe be open to other interpretations. The Hanged Man, maybe be a little more open to things. Worry less, okay? Definitely worry less. And take this piece of information with you to your heart and learn about this, okay? I know it's harsh. The Page of Swords energy could be very harsh. Learn about it, and you'll be so glad that Page of Swords hit you. You really will, because you'll be so much smarter for it. I mean, look at all the energy. We have the Star, Aquarius, Hangman, Pisces, right? You're not doing that, right? You're not doing that. And then we have the Four of Swords, air sign, Nine of Swords, air sign, Aquarius. Page of Swords, that could also be an Aquarius energy, but it could also be Gemini or Libra. So this is very cerebral, whatever this is. And that could just be the answer to what's going on. Maybe you just need to calm down a little bit more and not worry, because it's causing unrest in everything that you touch, and you're expending that energy. It could simply just be that. And some of you guys pick that up and you're like, I'm actually going to look into that, because maybe that could be something that's happening. I don't know. I'm an occultist, so I kind of sound kooky anyways. I naturally sound crazy anyways. Okay, so let's move on and let's see what else is the energy for September 2020, what's going on in your career and in your financial realm. So we have the Eight of Wands reversed, blockages. So things maybe not moving the way that you want them to move, and that's going to be very apparent to you, okay? And with the Knight of Cups reversed, it feels like it's just a block, okay? So what is this here? Why are they showing us this? Why are you showing us a block here? Queen of Wands. Okay, so this block is manifesting possibly because of maybe how maybe someone's not allowing things to come to them, or it feels a little bit of like not allowing the energy to just flow to them. But there's also a level of not going out there as well, not being so out there as well, that I'm seeing here. And that's also causing things to not flow to them. Okay. All right. So there's something here that maybe maybe it's manifesting this way, and it's happening this way, where an energy is not flowing to you the way that you want it to flow to you, or in a direction, or from the particular avenue that you want it to flow from, right? And this avenue that you want it to flow from, there is a level of wearing your heart on your sleeve that you're not doing, or there's a level of emotional receptivity and emotional generosity that you are not doing, that is not happening. Maybe you are doing it, but for some reason it's not happening. All right, it's not flowing. It's suppressed, it's stuffed down. It also needs some healing. It's guarded, it's defensive, and it's not seeing the glass half full. Okay? And so what it's causing is it's causing a block in receiving, and it's causing you to feel like this. And this is a message from your guardian angel, okay, Capricorn. This is what your guardian angel is trying to get across to you. Whatever you're feeling blocked in, it feels like for some of you guys it's an account, some of you guys it's money, it's clients, it's whatever. You're feeling blocked in some way. It's not coming in for you. This is why it's not coming in for you. And it's not to blame you. It's not to shame you. It's not so you feel bad. All your guides are trying to tell you to do is just to be more of who you are. That's it. Just be more of who you are. And you don't have to shove who you are down people's throats. You never have to actually do that when you're just being who you are. But I feel like some of you guys, once again, you're upset about something. You're not letting something go. You get defensive. And it doesn't even feel like it's like, it doesn't even, there definitely is a defensiveness, right? There definitely is a need, a protectiveness, a protective barrier. I'm sensing off Capricorn when it comes to the career. I mean, come on, can't bullshit me. I'm looking at the cards, right? I'm sensing it off of you a little bit. But the main thing that I'm getting from it is that it doesn't need to be there. And I'm also not getting that there's an energy of regret as well. It just feels energetic. It feels like, get away from me. I don't want you to hurt me. Stand back from me. I need to protect myself. And one thing you're not realizing is with the sun showing up here, I mean, what do you think about protecting yourself? Some would say, I don't need to protect myself. My spirit guides protect me. And if that's what you would say, then that's the sun. And so that is the energy that protects you. And so you don't need to protect yourself, Capricorn. You don't need that tough outer shell. You can be free to express yourself fully and pursue your dreams. And when you pursue your dreams, right? Doors open. It really does happen like that. Doors open. Because maybe you build the door. Right? No one can know that you're great at SoundCloud and sound mixing if you don't even put an ad out there, or you don't even have an Instagram for your sound mixing, you know? And it's not that you're a bad person. It's not that you need to protect yourself. It's not that you need to be embarrassed about who you are and what you do. That's not what it is. It's just that you just feel like, I need to protect myself. No, you don't. You already have that protective defensive line. That's it. You just need to go off and keep being who you are. Just go and be who you are. Just go. No matter what is happening outside, just go be who you are. Like, they're just being them. That's just happening over there. That's nice. I'm glad they're exercising their choice. I'm going to go be Capricorn, right? So why is all of this happening? Because essentially, when you stopped being who you were and you stopped pursuing your dreams and you started doing the job that the universe does for you, then you stopped allowing yourself to truly sit in the moment, to truly be as alluring and as attractive as you are. Because you're attractive when you're in this moment fully. That's when you're attractive. That's when you're the most attractive. Ugh, I hate when things get dusty. My hair looks so dusty. I should dust it, I know. But, I don't know, I still don't like when things get dusty. I'm going to turn it the other way. Okay. Looks so much better. Okay. So, right then and there, my throat just got super dry. So, maybe even in the way that you speak, you don't even put your emotions in what you're saying or your heart. I just feel an emotional blockage even when you're speaking about whatever it is that you're interested in. Because wands are also, they also are communication, especially the Eight of Wands. I feel like you can't even get your point across, you know, Capricorn. Or you're not really connecting with who exactly you want to connect with, Capricorn. You're not exactly where you want to be. And honestly, we never really will be exactly where we want to be. But you notice that there's some areas in your life that are perfect and you wouldn't change them, you know? And how do you feel about those areas? What do you think about those people or those areas in your life? That's why they're the way they are, because it's the way that you think about them. It's the way that you feel about them. So there's a way that you go after them. Your family hurts you way more than any other people ever will hurt you. But yet, we're so open with our family. And we're so guarded towards people we don't know. And your family has hurt you more than anybody outside of them could ever hurt you on a number of occasions, right? And I'm not talking about those major things. I'm talking about those perceived slights that we have regularly, or you have a little more frequently than we desire to have, right? Your family does it more, but you're still more open with them, you know, because you don't shut off your heart. Your heart is closed, you know, and then you can't embrace yourself fully. The Queen of Wands is not ashamed of herself. She's not ashamed of her body. She's not ashamed of what she's talking about. She's excited about what she's talking about. She's excited about the day. She's excited to do what she's doing. She's excited about the future. She's excited about talking to you guys. She's excited about doing this reading. The Queen of Wands is always in the moment. It takes you out of the moment when you feel like you need to guard yourself. You need to understand this, Capricorn, because the world showing up here, you're tired of this cycle. You're tired of what's going on in your career because you're done with what's going on in your career. You're done with what it was teaching you. That's why you're tired of it. You're always interested in things that you should be learning, and you're never interested in things that you should not be. So you're done with it. You're tired of it. You want to move on from it. This is how. You don't need to do the protecting. We got you, Spirit says. Just be in the moment. And love what you're talking about. Love what you're doing. Come out of feeling like you need to protect yourself. You're gooch. All the problems, the real issue, are not at your doorstep. They're not in the office. They're not your clients. The problems are not there, actually. They're not actually, because, why would you attract problems to you? You're seeing it that way. You are. All right, so let's move on to the final energy. I do feel a breakthrough, though, for you Capricorns. For September 2020, what's going on? All right, for career and finance. This might be too many cards. I'm going to try it, though. So we have the Two of Cups. So there is a connection here, an agreement, a partnership, a contract even, that some of you guys are drafting up. It's coming. It is coming. It is coming. I don't know what this could be around. I don't know precisely what this is talking about. But there is, some of you guys, it could be a job situation. It could be a contract with working with particular people. It just depends on what you want. But it's something that you're happy about, and it's something that you're also sending out to the universe. You're in some way, shape, or form requesting for it. And it's coming in. Look at that. I knew it was a good month for career and finance. I knew it was. Okay, but we're still learning. You still gotta learn. Get over it, right? So it's fun when you let it be fun. And when you're ready for it and you want to receive it, okay? So, I don't know why these other three cards came out. Maybe it's because of the changes that you're making, okay? I feel like this is also talking about some changes that you're making right now, all right? But I do see here, there is an agreement here, all right? Some of you guys, it simply could just be deciding to, only do what makes you happy. Deciding to follow your heart, follow what makes you happy. And, even if you're doing that just to make you happy, I just want you to know that you are actually attracting circumstances to you that will be that way. But for a lot of you guys, if you have been setting that intention, I don't know why I feel really shaky about this though right now. I'm not going to lie to you. I feel really shaky about this energy. So there is an opportunity here for making a connection in business, right? And this feels like it's a connection that over time can be something that will grow into something very stable, something that you really will love, something that nurtures you and something that you can nurture. But that's if you want it to be. It really is whatever you're wanting it to be. It does have that potential though. But I see a connection here coming when it comes to your finances, when it comes to your work. And it's funny, it's showing up so emotional and so exciting, because I think you're realizing that you can have emotions when it comes to work. Like you can enjoy what you're doing. That's what it feels. It feels like this is just the energy that's present, and some of you guys have been working on this energy. You've been feeling it coming, so you've been kind of doing that work, and so that energy, it just aligns in a way that it can physically manifest. But whether or not you have done it, and I don't want you to think that, oh, some people are ahead of me, some people are not. Nobody's ahead of you. Nobody's behind you. Nobody's ahead of you. Everybody's doing whatever it is that they're doing. You see the stars in the skies. There's no way to pinpoint, this is the first star and that's the second star. No, they're all just in the sky, And that's the way that I want you to look at this, Capricorn. I want you to be excited about this. Okay, some of you guys, it's physically manifesting, or it has manifested, and it's just deepening. You're feeling a deepened connection with whoever this is or whatever this is. It feels like a group of people or another person or an entity, something that it's an emotional connection. You guys both have the similar agreements. You want similar things, and this is not about I'm gonna get ahead. Fuck the other people. It's not that kind of energy at all. It really is a very supportive connection, where both of you guys want to succeed and both of you guys don't want to hurt the other person, period. And the devil is showing up here reversed. which means that there is some sort of karmic pattern, a karmic way of being that you're breaking out of. I want to understand this a little bit more, and my guides know what I mean by that. I just want to get a little bit closer into what this is. I want to see this a wee bit more, please. The Ace of Wands, a new beginning, a new spark, a new creative endeavor, a new exciting project. There's something new coming here for you, Capricorn, that you will be extremely excited about, and it has long-term potential. It will make you happy in the moment, right? In the moment, in the beginning, when you first start doing it, when you first start working with this person, when you whatever this is supposed to mean, it will feel amazing right then and there, but it also can be sustained for a period, for a longer period of time than you may have originally thought that it could have. Okay, so that is super positive, and that can even be this Horse King energy. This can be a woman. It doesn't have to be a man, you know, and they're very helpful, you know, but get in there, be in the moment, stop worrying. Okay, you're shutting out opportunities. All around you is the potential for what you want. Anytime you think you want something, here's what I do. I play a game. I look around. Even if I'm at home, I look around at who's at home and who's around me, and that person can help me get what I want. And if I'm serious about it, and if I want to play that game, and if I'm excited, and that's joyful, and that's exciting for me to do, I'll do it. And I'll play the game with the people, and I'll get what I want. I will. I do it all the time with food and with things that I really enjoy, things that I could easily get for myself, but maybe right now I don't have one of the tools, right? But I want it now, right? And I'll look around me, and I'll just set the intention, and I'll look around me, and I'll see what's around me for today. And most times, if I'm wanting to play that game, and the universe wants to play that game with me, then it'll work out. But then sometimes I'll find that, you know, maybe I just have to be a little more playful, and I just gotta kind of let it go and just accept that I don't have control over it, and then it works out even better, you know? So it really is, I think it's one of those situations where you just have to be willing to feel better. I think you just have to choose to feel better, Capricorn. It's really not about what you're receiving. If you don't feel good, you're going to continuously want more and more of whatever it is that you're wanting. I want to grab a Moonology card, but ultimately what I really want to grab is another Crystal Angel Oracle card. This is by Doreen Virtue. I got this on Amazon years ago. It's a beautiful deck. Still love it. Still in great condition. Would recommend it if it's still there. A lot of Doreen Virtue decks they don't make anymore. At least the Romance Angels one. I don't know about this one. Okay, so let's have a look. What message do they have? Underlying right here I can see Emerald, Ceremonies and Celebrations. And what's underneath that? Sapphire, Easy Does It. So take it easy, right? But we have Emerald. So there is a successful completion happening here. You can just be assured that you're entering into a new phase and a new level when it comes to your career and your finances. You're entering into a new phase, and you're increasing. Your vibration is increasing, so you're increasing prosperity to you when it comes to this. So positive. Larimar, sensitive emotions, times of heightened emotions and sensitivity call for extra self-care and gentleness. So I can definitely see the sensitive emotions happening in your career, Capricorn. I can definitely see it here with the Page of Swords energy and with the Eight of Wands energy, how that showed up reversed and how that showed up as kind of like a blockage. And I could see how that would be very frustrating for you. But it's just something you keep creating. It's just something you keep doing. That's all it is. It's just something you keep seeing that way. And I think it really is important for you to turn to yourself. You may not like hearing that. That may be a little bit of a shock. It may kind of be like, but I feel like those who are listening to this, and I feel like everybody who's listening to this, you're meant to gain something from this. But those who are watching this, you know why it came out this way, and you know why that is a message for your career. You understand why that you've gotten to that point. You know, all right. People who are ready for you are ready for you. Period. All right, so that is what I have for you once again. Thank you so much. For those of you guys who made it all the way to the end, you're really a trooper, and you really are the freaking best. I love you guys so much. I really love doing what I do. I do have some difficulties. I do have my own blocks. Believe you me, I'm not perfect. I'm the first one to admit it, and I'm always super open on this channel because I don't want people to think that I'm perfect. I just want to help you on your journey, and in turn, just know that you are helping me. Your energy, whatever it is that makes me feel inclined to come on here and post on here, certainly, you know, is trying to serve me as well. And I have to say thank you, because we're co-creating, we're doing this together, and I appreciate you guys. And I have my difficulties. I just want you to know I have difficulties. I have my own, and I relate to you, and I understand this, and I have so much compassion and love and understanding towards you guys. I want nothing but to help you, and I want nothing but to know the best way to help you in the most loving, productive way ever, okay? So please understand that, and I want you to know from the bottom of my heart, I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys so freaking much. So much. So much. I just want to know how to love you better, and I want to know how to love you guys the right way, okay? And in turn, I know you guys are doing the same for me, and I know that you guys want to do the same in your lives, respectively. You know, we all want the same things. I always say that. All right? So, Capricorn, I don't know why you haven't booked a session with me yet, but I know you fell and you hit your head. Now you've gotten up. Why don't you go ahead and shoot me an email down below. I'm so looking forward to it. Can't wait to meet you guys. Can't wait to see the September crowd. Okay. And lastly, I am working on a Patreon currently. It's already set up. I need to kind of get some content on there. I want to really get into a zone where I'm creating from who I am and from my soul. So I want it to be perfect for you guys. So it's taking a little bit of time for me to announce the specs of it, but just know there are whispers of a little Patreon. So stay tuned for all of that. I'm really excited. Obviously, it's going to be focused on growth, abundance. I mean, I'm an Empress. It's all about growth and abundance, that money, that pleasure, that joy. Guys, I love you guys all so much. Okay, thank you so much for liking, commenting, and subscribing. I'm sure you've already done that. I'm sure you've already done that. Okay, I'm sure you did in the beginning of the video. All right, don't forget to share it. Don't be selfish. Share the information with other people. Okay, and I guess we'll talk next month. We'll talk some other time. All right, bye. You know, you have people around you that you love. You have your mom and your dad. You know, maybe, or you have them in spirit. You have your siblings, if you have siblings, or you have cousins, you have friends, you have coworkers, you have people around you, neighbors that love you, that maybe you're not necessarily together with, but there is a lot of love in that situation. So even if you don't have any love in your life, you do have love in your life. So none of that on this channel. It's all love here. I just want love on this channel. Like, I just want people speaking nicely about themselves and about each other. That's it. I don't think it's that hard, and I think it's fine to have a place to come and do that, and I want that to be my place, because that makes me really happy. Okay, so hopefully that makes you happy too. But we're gonna jump into love. I would encourage you to focus on yourself. Like, the months that you're the most focused on you are the most positive months, or the months when you see the most positive things taking place, because we're allowing things in, and it's really hard to push things away for yourself. Now, when we're too tuned into other people or to outside situations that are out of our control, then we have a lot of friction. So let's take some time out to set the intention for our love life and for September, right? Because we're not in September yet, so you set the intention for it, and you decide what you want out of love, okay? You decide what you want, and then the universe will deliver what you need to get there, but you have to stay focused on what you want, okay? I'm having my hot tea. Okay, so the whole AC thing and the hot weather thing, not good for the sinus, I guess. So let's have a look at the overall energy. And kind of like, I would love to pull an oracle card. I'd love to pull a different card. Seven of Swords showing up here again. So I do feel like there is some masking going on. Just taking a look at masking and overthinking things and stuff like that, okay? Let's be mindful of when we're doing that. But yeah, I feel like I want to pull a different sort of card. I don't want to just hop into tarot. So the same thing happens to me when I'm doing readings. I kind of try to flow, but, you know, we all do it is what I'm trying to say. but it's not pleasant and it doesn't feel good when it's happening. Okay. So let's have a look at love for Capricorns.